Storm Watch 12 weather on News Watch 12.
Well, kind of an unusual map in the sense of high temperatures throughout the entire region. We're all into the 60s. Nobody made it into the 70s on this particular map, but we did get pretty close. 69 in Montague and 69 up in Roseburg, 66 for Grants Pass and Medford, 68 in Gold Beach. Temperatures, though, have cooled off. Not a whole lot here in Medford at 61, 59 in Grants Pass, 46 right now in Lakeview, but 50 in Chemult. Your temperature actually went up 1 degree. It was 49 not too long ago. Now, we've had showers throughout the entire region, and they finally are starting to diminish. They really started to diminish once we got really into sunset. And you can still see there's still a few showers lingering over by Lake Creek and right over town here in Medford, moving up towards the north. But they're quickly falling apart because most of our energy has shifted way off towards the east, and there's only just high pressure offshore. In fact, you can see that a lot better on this particular map. This particular system that's really developing, you can see where it's aimed. It's aimed towards Vancouver, BC, and that's exactly where it's going to go. And high pressure is going to dominate the weather pattern ahead of it, which is going to make things pretty nice overall. However, we do have the potential for fog with the rain that we had tonight. Plenty of moisture in the air, so we'll plan on morning fog. It won't be necessarily everywhere, but just plan on that. You may give yourself a little extra time because it could be possibly dense in some places. And once we go through Tuesday and Wednesday, we're just going to see a few clouds, but a whole lot of sunshine. The coast is going to be stuck with the clouds and the low clouds and fog, but other than that, it's going to be pretty nice for the next couple of days. Now enjoy it because we're going to have a big shift in the weather pattern, but here's our first system that's moving through today. That shifts off towards the east. We have high pressure really starting to build in for a couple of days. In fact, Thursday is going to be an awfully warm day. I'll step out of your way here so you can see, but we could be looking at record high temperatures possible for Medford, Klamath Falls, Montague, and Mount Shasta. Even a few other areas may be possible. The forecast high is on the right, the record is on the left. So again, it's going to be pretty warm. But then we're going to change gears here because now that high pressure shifts off towards the east. This weekend, we get our first system moving in. It's not a super strong system, but it'll cool us off quite a bit. Monday, we might get just a little bit of a break, but look at these blue colors. Oh, way up in the upper atmosphere, that's a very, very cold air. So we're going to be looking at a pretty strong cold system moving in early next week. Right now it looks about Tuesday. We could be looking at snow along pass levels and even a lot of areas out towards the Cascades. So here's one particular model. There's two models that we're actually showing the main core of that system moving off towards the east. Now, if it goes just like what we were looking at, we could be looking at some potentially pretty good rains throughout the region. Not necessarily these amounts, but it's just a good rain maker. We could also be looking at snow east of the Cascades and along the Cascades. This kind of gives you an idea, but pretty significant snow along the Cascades and even east of the Cascades. This is Tuesday of next week. Now, in terms of the system went just a little bit farther to our east, we wouldn't get quite as much rain, but we would get just about the same kinds of amounts of snow. So the big story is going to be if you're traveling over the Cascades or if you're in a higher elevation, plan on snow in about a week. But currently right now we're 61 degrees here in Medford. Pretty pleasant overall. We do have some showers in the region. Temperatures will drop into the 30s, 40s, and 50s. 51 for Medford, 37 for Klamath Falls. Tomorrow will be warmer after some morning fog, low 70s up and down I-5, upper 60s east of the Cascades. So your 7-day forecast for the Oregon coast, 60s and 70s for the next several days, and then cooling off and rain by Saturday. For Northern California, we'll be in the mid-70s tomorrow. Record high temperature likely on Thursday, and then much, much cooler by the end of the weekend and into early next week. Klamath Basin, we go from near 70 to near 80 degrees, record high on Thursday. Much cooler in the 50s by early next week. Cascades will go in the mid-60s tomorrow, 70s through Friday, and then much, much cooler, especially early next week. Rogue Valley, same kind of scenario, will go from a record high on Thursday, only mid-50s by Monday.